is good, everybody? Welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel. Right now I'm about to react to Layover from BTS. All the concept photos, all the pre-releases have led to this moment. I'm finally getting the chance to react to it after, you know, like I've been saying in a lot of my videos, just a lot of things have been happening outside of my channel. I cannot wait to just ravish in what Taehyung has with this album. And yeah, I'm not gonna do any more talking. I'm gonna get right into this with the very first song. So I'm skipping Rainy Days, Love Me Again, and Slow Dancing, the standard version, because I know those songs. Here is Blue. I wonder if it's gonna have something to do with like Blue and Gray, because he composed and produced it. I can't remember, did he compose and produce Blue and Gray, or he wrote the lyrics? He is a main component of Blue and Gray. But yeah, let's just get right into it. His voice like this over a slow beat like this, kind of reminds me of like a lo-fi like song, like, you know, the lo-fi playlist. His like muffled voice right here. So the fact that this song follows rainy days according to the track list, you can imagine it raining pretty much all day. You know, rain can symbolize pain and grief and sadness. For Blue to follow that was really good track placement, so I just wanted to put that out there first. The sound of everything, like I said, it just reminded me of a lot of lo-fi songs. Like I have quite a few lo-fi playlists saved on like my Spotify accounts. Hearing that was just like I was playing like one of those playlists. But no, the R&B and like the slow tempo of everything, and then of course Taehyung's earthy and velvet voice. It was almost kind of like how people book gigs at like these bars. Of course they're not well-known artists, maybe they're local artists. It's like I'm at a bar and I'm watching someone perform this song. Yeah, his voice, the way how he was drawing out, like the way how he's saying blue, the emotion was just really, really clear. And like I said, the track placement with Rainy Days and then Blue, someone knew how to do their job. I definitely felt the emotion with Blue. You could definitely sense a theme with this album. This song is For Us. His falsetto? I wish I could stay with you. I Will Wait For You. The switch up! It's just... I'm just so immersed, like, with all of this. I was not expecting that switch up in the middle. In the beginning, it sounded so emotional, sentimental, especially with the way how it was like so high-pitched, and then with the piano, and then how his voice was in the beginning. You know, like I've been saying so far, like how he just drew out every bit of emotion, that part of the song, and it pretty much sounded like he was almost kind of like in despair, but then when it switched, it almost kind of sounded like he was promising somebody something. In the beginning, he said, "Call me before it's too late." I feel like it turned into something that was somber, but then it turned into like unconditional love and promise. Alright, we're at the last song now, which is Slow Dancing piano version. This is more jazzy. Romance the Night Away. Was that like a bass line? The jazzy piano. I love songs that just play out like this. Like, just let it play out. It is like an ode to somebody. Obviously, with this version, you hear a lot more piano incorporated into it, but that pretty much amplified like the entire jazzy feel to it, because I know that there's accents of jazz throughout this album. Having the piano play in here, I felt like I was at like this jazz club or just listening to a jazz station. It adds a little bit more romance to it and a little bit of soul to it at the same time. Me personally, it's between a piano, a guitar, and I'll say a saxophone. I'll say a saxophone too. When you're serenading somebody, I just imagine like those are my top 3 instruments when it comes to serenading somebody. You know, it's already romantic, but hearing that piano, like, it just made it more special. Now I'm wondering which one I'm gonna listen to more, because I mean, I like Slow Dancing, the standard version, but something about the piano version has me intrigued as well. I guess I'll figure it out as I continue to listen to the album. This album was very, very consistent. The beats, the melodies, his voice, how it, like I said, is just so earthy and so grounded, so velvet. It is just this perfect correlation with R&B, jazz, and soul genres that he loves listening to, especially like older sounding music. There's definitely people nowadays in like the jazz genre, their voices sound quite mature, raspy, and like I said, just so grounded that it does remind you of like jazz music from back in the day. Hearing this music today and the fact that Taehyung is doing something like this, I can definitely see how it could be like a wild card to some people, but if you've known him long enough, you will definitely not be surprised by this, because like I say, he just loves listening to music like this on the daily, and I can definitely see and hear the influence of so many R&B, jazz, and soul artists. All the people that worked on this album really did do their homework in terms of putting out an album that is this collateral image and masterpiece of, you know, those three genres. The way how the album artwork is tiny, like, you know how much you have to love your dog in order to have them as the album artwork of your album, like but no, it's a very nice, you know, touch with Tawny. I'm sure there's a reason why Tawny is like the face of the album, literally. Whether there's a reason or not, you know, it's very adorable and it's a cute homage to his little fur baby. Yeah, I am just so amazed and immersed in this project right here. I was actually thinking about this a couple days ago, like, now that we have a project from Taehyung, you know, we can officially talk about, you know, the individuality, the range, and variety of all of the members of BTS with their solo projects. Think about it, we went from Jack in the Box with More and Arson to The Astronaut to Indigo with Wildflower. Then it was Face with Like Crazy and Set Me Free Part 2. Then it was Hegum and D-Day, People Part 2, Amygdala. Then we got 7, and now we're here with Layover, with so many songs like Slow Dancing, Love Me Again, and Rainy Days. For us, Blue, range and the variety and the way how each member is doing their own solo thing. BTS is just such a big super group. Do you know how elite you have to be so strong as a group and then break apart and still be equally as strong as a soloist and just showcase who you are as an artist and what piques your interests, and have so many people just falling in love and going crazy over it? Like, that is just impact and power and just so much influence. Yes, we're strong as a group, but when you see our individual selves, you already know that we can handle it, and that's just what it is. Going back to Taehyung, because I remember him talking about doing a mixtape back in 2019, and we finally have an EP from him. I just hope that he's really proud of himself with this and satisfied and happy with how this is going to turn out with a lot of people. Yeah, he can finally say that he has an album to his name, an album under his belt, and the way how the album is, it just screams him. I love this man. I'm so proud of him. It's been a long time coming, basically a very long time coming, and I'm glad that we finally get to have a project from him. If you like this album reaction, make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, comment down below your thoughts on the album. You can comment your favorite song, which were your favorite parts of the album, any possible theories that you have with this album. On that note, I'm out. Bye.